Hello, hello. Shout out to you that was in here. Vibes. You a vibe. Don't let no none anybody. Don't let anyone tell you any different vibe. You was here. You was here. Mama Universe, Papa Universe, Jovi. Jovi. I know a Jovi. I'm not sure if you're the Jovi I know, but I know a Jovi. Welcome, Ninja. Ashe, Mama. Let's see what's going on. All right, honey. I'm going to do a collective, then I'm going to tap into the personal energy updates for those of you that would like one. Obviously, the collective won't be that long because this is really for like a personal energy update for those of you who want personal energy updates. Here we go. What's the message for the collective, beloved? I got my warrior spirits with me, so just know that. Heads up. The moon's out. Here's your message of guidance for the collective. Message of guidance. My hands feel a little bit bigger for some reason. Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collected to use our minds eye to see. I connect my heart and soul to my heart and soul, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So now, let's see. It's 13 degrees outside, bro. What? Anyway. It's 13 degrees. First of all, let's put it this way. The way the temperature rises and dips, if the physical human body actually did that, it would be detrimental. Just think about that. What's this message about here? Talk to me, source. I'm going to put these back. Pleiadian, though. crop circles, Pleiadians and crop circles, and the Merkaba. Then you have the water element, the mantis beings, galactic federation, the flower of life, and you heard what I said. If the body actually did what these temperatures would do in certain places, it would be catastrophic to the body. Now, we are a legit microcosm of the macrocosm. I just got annoyed. Pleiadians and the water element. This water element keeps coming up though. Reflection, kindness, compassion, unconditional love, excitement, and laughter for the Pleiadians. And then you have the Anunnaki, based on what I just said. My thing is there's so much. Okay. Here's the thing. As you're on your spiritual journey, you're going to read a lot of different things. The point of you reading a lot of these messages or different passages is for you to get on your own passage as it relates to your own soul. Because your soul is going to tell you, but you have to meditate enough to hear when your soul says yes or no. Simple. I got you, beloved. Little mama, I got you. So this is the time to tap into who you are. Who are you? Not what they told you, not what you learned in school, but the experiences that you have experienced because of what you learned and what you were told to believe in. Who are you? Lena. Let's get a message of surrender here for the collective. I got you, beloved. Little mama, I got you. Look at this shit here. Surrender to inner peace is the foundation of surrender, the idea you can fix someone so that you, collective, can surrender to your full power. It's time to take flight. It's time to take flight. August 5th is significant. What's the message here? It's time for a relationship, collective, to shift. It doesn't work to try. Try means you're sitting in judgment. Some of you, again, I'm going to keep repeating this so it actually marinates within you. Anytime you say you're trying to do something, here's what you're saying to yourself, especially if you're already doing what it is that you're saying that you're trying to do. You are literally the one that's your own op. You become your own opposition or your own op when you're doing something you're saying you're trying to do it. I'm not going to sit here and say that when the gun goes off, I'm trying to run this 400. No, when that gun goes off and I get out the blocks, I am running the 400. Me saying I'm trying to run the 400 means when that gun goes off, I'm still sitting in the blocks while the other runners are actually on their running their race plan or running that 400. Just keep that in mind, baby. One second, y'all. So, if you're doing something in the past that you've been saying you've been trying to do and you're actually doing it, it's time for you to flip the switch. Start listening to yourself. Start listening to yourself. Some of you have an issue with listening to yourself because you're listening to what other people tell you about what it is that you're doing, that you've been saying that you've been trying to do, which means you weren't doing it just yet. But the moment you started to do it, there's people that didn't see you doing exactly what it is that you said to yourself that you were doing. So now you feel like you have to express yourself in a manner that you are trying to do something. Stop doing that shit. Because you're doing it. You're not in a place of judgment. You're not on trial. A decision has been made. So much so you have taken action on that decision. And it's going to come out this way in Oya's month of February. So use it to your advantage. If I trigger you and you start to get defensive, this is also your cue that at this moment that you're hearing me say this right now, unsubscribe. I'm not here for the quantity. I don't give a fuck about quantity. There's billions of human beings, trillions at that, on this planet. Is it a planet of unconditional love? Okay, case closed. The horse comes out, which came out earlier. Freedom, elegance, strength. You're being guided to break free from the chaos and confusion of life. Take action and expand into your new journey, creating balance of the mind, body, and soul. There are new and exciting opportunities. When I said there are new, some of y'all already shaking your head no. There are new and exciting opportunities waiting for you. All you must do is take the first steps towards them. Watch the first live. Actually, the live before this one. Yeah, it's the first live of the day on this YouTube channel. Yeah, okay. So watch the first live of today. 2, 3. And you'll know what I'm saying here when it comes to taking the first step. Okay. It has something to do with the way you're going to surrender the idea that you can fix someone so you can surrender to your full power. Some of y'all are really giving off this energy to other people to align them with you. You gonna keep fucking yourself up. I'm gonna just, I said it. It's nighttime. Okay, now I love you, but at the same time, ain't no buts about the love, but about the part of I'm not here to be your friend. See, that's the issue with people, certain people, not y'all, but certain people. And be mindful of those other readers that you listen to that have an issue with other readers. And I mean that in the sense where they will literally dedicate their energy into that frequency. Be mindful of that shit. See, me, I can tell who's who in terms of who's actually here to do that and who's not. That's why I'm telling it to you. Swing the shit out your pendulum if you want to and figure it out. But I know what the fuck I'm here for. Because I know what I had to endure. Because I come from a space of unconditional love. Not too many people in this realm know what that is. Because of constantly letting the powers that be to control your own power. Therefore, now you have a disconnect from the right side of your brain, aka your intuition, which is similar to the way someone mentioned in the last live. It's a chunk of the percentage of who you are as a human being. The left is just logic. You use logic to solve a problem, but you are now in a world that's all about fucking problems when it's not supposed to be that way. And you will know that if you connect the right brain to the left side. Because logic assists you when it comes to your intuition. Once you've aligned with the intuition, which means that you are taking action without reasoning. Because this is what your soul is saying. Your soul knows way more than what this physical body is going to ever say. Because guess what? When this soul decides to dip out of this physical body, you stop breathing. Some of you can continue to breathe, but that's because there are certain spirits that you have made a pact with that's keeping you alive until they get tired and sick of you. But you're here to realign with the heart space. So let's do this. 30 minutes in, I'll go into the personal energy updates. It's time to stop. It is really time to stop fucking playing. Literally, that's how it's going to come out. That's how I'm going to say it. Yeah, the griffin. Look at that. The griffin. The eagle had to show itself with the griffin. And you got the polar bear. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's time for you to be brave, resourceful, and enduring. You're being guided to ignite your spark for life and triumphantly move forward towards your heart's desires. You have Taurus energy, Venus energy, core values. Look into your natal chart and see where your Venus is so you know what I'm talking about. You Venus, you Taurus, you Libra possess the emotional and physical strength to navigate any landscape like the horse with grace and conviction. This is how a pastor should be moving in church. But I see a lot of people going to church and then the rest of the week, by day 2, they go to church either on Sunday or Saturday, whichever the fuck they do. By Tuesday, they fucking destruct. Now, you, on a spiritual journey, you realize that your church is your temple. It's your body. I got a plan. I'm not going to tell you about it just yet. But once I got you. The Griffin, balance, clarity, and spiritual enlightenment. You are being guided to find a harmonic balance of your mind, body, and soul. The abundance you seek already exists within you. Now, hear me out. As I'm expressing myself the way I'm expressing myself, for some of you that are actually tapped into this message right now, this is your soul speaking to you. I'm only projecting what your soul is saying. I'm a projector as far as human design. So I can feel the energy of the soul when it wants to make a shift. And I got a Pluto and Scorpio. So I'm going to know what needs to be transformed. So I say I'm not for everybody. And take note of that. You're not going to be for everybody. If you align with this channel, you're not the fuck for everybody. That's more than okay. That's a gift. Why? Because you have billions, trillions, whatever, of people on this planet that are ignorant. Ignorant to what? Universal law, which is connected to the infinite creator. A lot of people, when they say God or goddess or whatever, they really want to connect it to a personification. But when I say it, I'm connecting it to a frequency. That which is connected to nature, that which is connected to spirit, that which is always present everywhere. Nature. And some of you in here vibe from that frequency. Either the reason being why you might be born during Pluto and Leo generation, a baby boomer, or you come from a baby boomer. 1938 to 1957. And we're going into what? The polar opposite of Leo? Aquarius? What you think you're here for? Hmm? I said this, the sun is gone. The moon is out. The moon is out. I can sense the moon being out here and we getting closer to this full. It's 818. Closer and closer to this full moon in Leo. We'll do the full moon in Leo energies as far as like which houses it's going to be in for you on that day. We're going to do it on that day because I want you to feel you know what you know already. I'm only here to confirm shit you already know. I'm not telling you shit you don't know. And if it's something that you don't know just yet, I'm going to tell you something right now. If I'm telling you something you don't know just yet, you have taken a leap of faith. Let's just put it that way. Jovi, I got you. But you got to release a certain partnership because as soon as I saw that, now I got to use the restroom, which is Libra energy. My generation, Pluto and Scorpio. Are you a Libra? Then that means you got to release an old part of yourself if that's what you mean. But Pluto and Scorpio generation. We are the ones that turn a staff into a serpent. Okay, no worries. We are the ones that change a staff into a serpent. We're rebellious at heart. Pluto and Scorpio has the biggest battle with Pluto and Leos. Some of you got parents of that age or that generation, or bosses. Even if you're a Pluto and Libra, or Pluto and Virgo or Libra, which is in between those two. But if you're a Pluto and Scorpio, you're the one that's going to experience a lot of shit with people that are born between 1938 and 1957. Pluto and Scorpio 12th house. Boop, 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 boop. Tap in. You already tapped in, but whenever you're ready, I got you. That's a vibe. that's a vibe. Jolene, baby, I got you, baby. We got the eagle here. Y'all give me a second. I got it. Let me release this because obviously there's a partnership here that some of y'all are connected to. You gotta disconnect from that shit. Until you do that, this is how real I am. Until you do that, don't come back to this channel. I told you I'm not here for the quantity. I give two fucks about that. I know where I come from. I don't need the quantity. Bring me the quality. Because I can see your soul. And if you don't have one, I'm going to know. Could I help you reconnect with the soul that's floating around wanting to connect with you? Absolutely. But I can't do that for you. I can influence you, inspire you to do that. Let's be real, y'all. Like, come on. Like, let's if we're gonna put in this work, let's put in this work. It's gonna be a journey, but I'm here to train you through that. Through this. This ain't shit you gotta pay for. The only thing you paying right now through YouTube is your attention. Give me a second. All right, y'all. You got Pluto and Virgo. Okay, so I got you. I'm gonna pay attention to that when I get into your messages. I got you. I got you. You broke it up with somebody yesterday. Congratulations. That's what Source told me to tell you. Wow, it's 8:23. That's my grandma's birthday. And she's a Virgo. Um, Let me get into the personals. Those of you that are here, just vibe out for a bit. We're gonna do. Let me see. I have Lil Mama and Jovi. We're gonna do those two, and then we're gonna go back into the collective. Because the fact that I saw that, if she's assisting with this message, you better pay attention. You better pay attention. That's all I'm gonna say. It damn near got me emotional. I ain't gonna front. Like, there's times that I see that number, I'm like, hold on. All right. Lil Mama, are you present? Let me know if you're here. Let me go. You know what? When I went to the restroom, that's exactly what I heard for you, Joey, was to release the partnership. But you did that already, so okay. You're on track, baby. My thing is Pluto and Scorpio vibration. We experience a lot of those moments where there's a rebuilding of structures. There's a lot of endings that happen. Lil Mama, are you here? Jovi, I'm going to you. Jovi, here's your message. This is for Jovi. Because your energy came through stronger. Say less. What's this? Your ninth house. This was a divine intervention for you to travel. Jupiter rules the ninth house. It's time for you to travel. Broaden your horizon spiritually, academically, or on a long journey through traveling. It's going to help you with your confidence, your courage, self-belief, and luck. Let's pull a divine animal oracle message. Again, with the 2823. Okay. I don't know who you are, but you're going to see. I got you, Lil Mama, right after Jovi. Right after Jovi, beloved. Everything happened just now in divine order. Just as it's, yeah, there it is. You'll be right after. And blessings to you, Lil Mama. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you here. I am, for real. Jovi, here's your message of guidance, beloved. I already know the vibes, Ninja. Jovi. It's like y'all that are in here right now have a connection in itself, though. It's wild. It's natural. That's spirit. Jovi, you got the bear coming out first. The bear signifies unconditional love, being playful and protective. You're being guided to rest and enjoy yourself and others, create balance in your life, and follow your truths in order for you to connect to the guidance of resting and enjoying yourself and others to create balance in your life and following your truths. You will intuitively know when and how to take inspired action. You have immense inner wisdom and physical strength. And then you have the cheetah, focus, clarity, and speed. So your first card out was the bear, with 5 bears on this card, which speaks of a change as it pertains to you changing based on unconditional love, Jovi. The cheetah, focus, clarity, and speed. This is Oyaz month. So stay focused on the clarity of the mind that is happening through all of these different shifts. You're being guided to be mindful and value yourself first and foremost so you can value others, Jovi. Strategize your days. Be patient. Take calculated risk, which you've done so already, and take action towards your heart's desires. You have what you need to change your life today. Today. And become the best version of you. Welcome, Ocean Goddess, my love. At the bottom of the deck, Jovi, as far as the 9th house is concerning here, it's not concerning, but the message has to do with the 9th house. So you definitely have a planet, whether if it's personal or an outer planet, that's guiding you towards broadening your horizons spiritually, academically, on a long journey. So there's certain things you're going to be doing based off of the sun squaring Uranus, which is bringing a lot of random ass changes in your life. Literally, is bringing a lot of changes in life. But this is what's going to get you to where you're supposed to be. Because Uranus is in Taurus and the sun is in Aquarius. I know I have. Now, I have speaks of the truth. When you know your truth, when you know the truth about you, your self-worth, you're going to know what to do. Hence the moves you've been making already. Now, I'm real about situations as far as someone breaking it off with someone. When you break it off with someone, make sure you're clearing your energy from that frequency. So make sure you do your yoni steams to clear yourself from that energy. Specifically steaming your yoni so you can clear yourself from that energy, because a lot of that's how sacred sex is. A lot of spirits connect through that particular portal, hence and can bring new life into this world. It ain't nothing to play with, which I'm sure you already know. Okay, but at the same time, I'm just confirming what you already know. If not, let's keep rolling. We have the lion. There's a lot of Leo energy here. We got the full moon in Leo coming up. A lot of you, not just you, Jovi, but the collective in general is going to be cutting off a lot of shit. But this is your message. But I had to put that out there because whoever's in here, just pay attention. This is Jovi's message, but she's stepping into a path of leadership. So she's leading by example. The lion states here, you're being guided to take back your power. You are a powerful co-creator with limitless inner strength and confidence. When you allow your voice to be heard, Jovi, the people around you will listen. You have a lot to teach. You're the teacher that the student that's ready is waiting for to appear. Fascinating TV notification. Signs you are more awakened than you think. Let's get one more for you, beloved. Then I'm going to go into some tarot cards for you, okay? Then we're going to go back to the collective. We at 8:32, so we flipped the script. Okay. I'm going to go to my deck. Here we go. Just a message for Jovi. When it comes to the guidance that you're giving her to rest and enjoy herself and others, to create balance in her life and allow herself to follow her truths, continuously allowing herself to follow her truths. What's the guidance here for when it comes to her knowing intuitively when and how to take inspired action? based on her immense inner wisdom and physical strength. Message for Jovi. Look into the Order of the Blue Rose, Melchizedek, because you're stepping into a phase of being a powerful being of divine light, the truly awakened heart. You're holding, okay, occult keys to human salvation through knowing yourself, infinity, eternity, and universality. Original DNA codes for the human collective for Earth, and you got a Pluto and Virgo. So you're part of the wellness group. Your generation, Pluto and Virgo, is connected to the wellness group. In general, mind, body, and spirit, wellness, okay? Pure consciousness of love and wisdom. Step into the Order of Melchizedek. Okay, step into the Order of Melchizedek, the Order of the Blue Rose, which is connected to Melchizedek, which would also be connected to Thoth and the Emerald Tablets, Tahuti and the Emerald Tablets. Then you have Mercury. Okay, there's going to be a change in the way you think, move, speak, write, communicate in general. Your brain is instructing the rest of your body and your thoughts. So these are why certain things are happening as well. Because your brain knows what can be catastrophic to you. Just trust the flow of what the body of your wisdom is telling you. You said you're an Aquarius. You know. This is your season. You know what you got. Yeah, you know. You know what you're pulling in from the 5D into the 3D. It's time for you to detox, and you're doing that by detoxing people and social relationships that are not in harmony to you bringing in the 5D and above into your third dimensional realm, which is the 5D. No. You have amazing energy, by the way. You really do. You doing this, there's a divine masculine within you that's going from the king to the emperor. You've gone through the phases you have to go through, that you had to go through when it came to the feedback of it. This is why the Libra energy was coming through. It's feedback, growth through confrontation. Now you know what it is that you have to balance when it comes to who you are, Jovi. Okay? You have tell the truth. Ain't no way you're not going to be able to do this, because Archangel Gabriel is all over your throat chakra. That's your divine guidance for you to surrender to the divine guidance that surrounds you now. You're going to be seeing 133 and 1033. When you see that, just remember what I'm telling you right now. It's going to connect you more to what you know. Oh, God. You got, you're surrounded by your ancestors in a ring of fire. Nothing is going to be able to distract you unless you allow it to. But you're removing a lot of distractions. Proverbs 24:14. So shall you know skillful and godly wisdom to be thus to your life. If you find it, then shall there be a future and a reward, and your hope and expectation shall not be cut off. So you're doing a lot of things right now that aligns with your godly wisdom to be essential to your life, which you have aligned with. So now your future, the reward, your hope and expectation has been realigned to you. All of that is being realigned to you through your appreciation of self and what you're capable of doing, down to whatever it is that you have to detox from. You've been telling the truth to yourself. Throat chakra. Let's get some tarot cards, beloved. Answer the call. What's the message for Jovi? There's an offer that you're being guided to reject within the next 1 to 5 days. It's a test. What's your message for Jovi? Move forward. You'll be victorious when you move forward, not when you go backwards. Yeah. Move forward because there's a potential for anxiety here. Because you're going to constantly be wondering what's next instead of being in the now. The now, the knowing, which is part of your energy, Aquarius. The knowing is the now. You got the Crossroads card and the Seven of Cups. So you have Mars and Aries and Venus and Scorpio. These are polar opposite energies. So as far as Aries and Scorpio, they carry the same part of a personality within a human being. That's what I meant to say. But you have Scorpio and Aries, okay? And then you have Venus and Mars. That's the feminine and the masculine frequency right there. Listen, I'm so happy for you. What's coming in here because of what she has done recently? Look at that. You may, if you feel the need to do this, go ahead and do it so you can release whatever excess energies or pent up energies are still there within the tears, okay? Because you're clearing out a lot of cycles here as it relates to your heart chakra with this green candle. You're healing right now. You're healing. This is ancestral. This healing that you're doing is ancestral. And it's coming from breaking out of the age of Pisces, which is the polar opposite of your generation. See, a lot of times we want readings, right? But most cases, it has something to do with what it is that we want to know that's going on within our past. A past that no one even has record of. But it's through these symbols, these minor and major arcanas, that we're able to see the micro and the macrocosm of the planets and how they work with us, the micro and the macro of the universe and how they work with us. See, these two cards have a lot to do with the micro, so this is what's happening in your world. There has been a lot of struggle with you moving forward. But you did something recently, as you mentioned, letting him go. They're giving the story because I just asked in regards to that. What's this? We have Gemini. So something about June here. May and June. Don't allow yourself to be conflicted. Your ancestors won't allow you to be either. But you also have free will to allow yourself to be put in this position of confusion where somebody can come back. If they come back, make sure they're in alignment with your purpose. And you know what questions to ask if they're in alignment with your purpose. I can tell you're an Aquarius because that's why I'm coming off like this. And I can tell. Because you have a God frequency. Uranus, Aquarius, you are gods. Literally gods. Like Sagittarius, gods. But people see more the complexity of the God that you are. It's difficult for them. Someone who knows and who's tapped into universal law, they have a connection to all signs, and it's not going to be difficult. It's not going to be complex. Because you can come across as someone who's distant easily. It's not that you're distant. If anything, that might be the moment that you're actually getting closer to a person because you're going into your ethereal state. Misunderstood like no other. But it's time to get away from those energies that misunderstand you. That's it. Because you know. And while the moon has been in Cancer, you're feeling what you know and you know what you feel. So it is what it is. And that's the God energy. That's the nectar energy. You're not alone. Okay, physically, let me correct myself. Yeah, you could be alone, but you're not lonely. You got this over here with us. You're not alone. You ain't the only one in here like that. There could be people in partnerships here right now that still feel the same way you do, depending on which area of their life that actually triggers them. You're not alone. You are not alone. Okay? You are not alone. I hear you. I literally just heard Michael clear as day in my ear. That's why A23 was coming out like that too, because he's a Virgo. Damn, you got 4 cards that came out here. You got the 7 of Swords, the Justice. So any deception that has been placed into your life is being settled and balanced. And now you have here the 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. In order for you to step into the joy of your core values, of you wanting to be of service with people that are in harmony with what it is that you know, my love, you're going to have to close out a lot of these cycles of betrayal. I choose to be physically alone. See, now that's beautiful. I love to hear that. It's a choice. That's what you use your willpower for, to be alone. Ain't nothing weak about that now. Ain't nothing weak about that. Lonely, different story. Okay? Lonely is a different story. You got the Knight of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. And now we got the Page of Swords. So Saturn in Pisces is going to be amazing for you because right now Saturn is in your sign. So Saturn, structure, Uranus, sporadic events are in union right now. It could be a lot of clashing that's happening. But once Saturn goes into Pisces, it'll be a lot smoother for you to walk away from what no longer serves the lessons you've learned. Page of Swords. But you've already done. You were ahead of the game. Final message for you, my love. Because your energy as an Aquarius, you connect a lot to the collective. You have a sign that's connected to the collective. Would you say I have a very deceptive past? I was always giving benefit to the and ain't no benefit. This is why you're here. Because these are the things I tell the collective here. You're not here to be understood, and there's no benefit in doubting. This is why you're here. You decided to heal, so the algorithm connected you right here. Or if it was another reader, you're here right now. We got 2 cards here. Drop down and get your legal on, girl. You're in year 1. You're manifesting the way you speak, so be mindful of that. You're in the first year is what I'm getting. You had a year of lesson. That's a plan this close as fuck. But you're in year 1 of manifesting the way you speak. Be mindful of that. That's your message, my love. You got Lord Shiva here at the bottom of the deck. Ooh-wee. That's transformation. That's a God that dances on his grave. Something's happening here within the next 1 to 5 days in connection to the Most High. Also in connection to you reclaiming your power. But the first thing you must do is question yourself as far as your belief system is if this is what allows your soul to thrive, not survive, thrive, or someone else's opinion adopted as belief. So you may come from Pluto in Leo parents or Pluto in Cancer parents, and they're the ones fighting so hard. Now, they could be people that have ascended. And this is a story that not the story, but this is what I mean about having certain ancestors. Because I look at everything from a soul level. If you are the type of person that looks at people as, oh my God, that's my mom, that's my dad, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But I look at things from universal law of cause and effect. See, Pluto in Cancer is fighting for a world that we can no longer survive in unless you're truly connecting to the age of Capricorn, which ain't too far, but that's about 4,000. It's 4,000 years from now, but it still ain't too far. In my book, it's not too far. But yeah, that's your message, my dear. May you gain plenty of clarity through those messages. I'll be going to the collective shortly. Little mama, it is your time. Okay? I keep hearing that Michael Jackson song. You are not alone. I am here with you. Hey, little mama, you're so welcome, Jovi. But you're not the Jovi I know, just because I know you a Pluto and Virgo. It's a blessing and an honor to provide these messages for you, my love. Little mama. Little mama. Sound like a broken rooster. We sang that song the same time. Aw, and you here. So we here. Come on, little mama. Let's do it. Let's do it, mama. Come on. Here we go. Here's your message. Hold on. Let me go. I'm drinking mad shit at one time. Y'all don't even know the half. Like, doing these readings as a projector, I know what I'm supposed to do. Give me a second. Earlier today, I had papaya seeds and coconut. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what your message is, beloved. Little mama. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What is the message for little mama? Shout out to the rest of y'all that are tapping in with us as we're doing the personals. Much love to y'all, for real, for real. Because y'all some real warriors and y'all helping the people here that are also getting personals on some real shit. Little mama, here's your message of surrender. I know who my warriors are. I know who they are. I know the tribe. Little mama. Ocean goddess. Told you. Ninja, ocean. Come on now. Surrender to silence. The ninja came right. I'm telling you. Come on now. Come on now. Little mama. Surrender to silence. I'm getting this sense that it's time for you to take a vacation. Use your resources for you. So that way, in a quiet meditation or contemplation, you're able to let go and enter the stillness within, as silence can heal and replenish you, literally, so you can surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. You need to detox. Little mama, you got to detox. You have to detox. You got to feed your food. You got to feed your body with foods of life, especially if you're going through anything at this time that could literally make you feel like life is non-existent. Detox. It'll also help you to surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. And spirits flow all around you as you are already in the spiritual realm in a physical body. Surrendering obsessive thinking will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Therefore, now you can surrender to your creativity. There's a truth you have to tell yourself that's going to unblock your throat chakra. Because I know you sing, but there's a part of a hurt that you have that blocks certain octaves that you're able to hit with your throat chakra. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Stay open to them telling it to you right now as I said that. We're going to switch. Let's get it. For real. That's literally what it's time for. It's time to get. It's time. I already know the vibes, little mama. Don't even trip. I already know. You got the whale. I told you. I already know the vibes. You got the whale coming out. It says here, you are being guided to focus on emotional stability and listen to your inner guidance. The time has come for you to jump into action and go after what you desire. See, as I looked at that, this after looks like a completely different language. It says after, but it looks like a completely different language because it has a 9 and a 6. 6 and 9, 9 and 6. So between June 6th and September 6th, it's time for you to tap more into your emotional stability and listen to your inner guidance between June and September. This could have been from last year. That was the period where you had to really tune in to your emotional stability and listen to your inner guidance. Because that's what helped you to jump into action and go after what you desire. Something happened between June and September of last year that helped you to align with your inner guidance so you can take action. You know exactly what that is. If you don't remember, look into your photo library and see what type of screenshots or photos you may have been taken last year between June and September. It'll refresh your memory instantly. Be playful and splash in the waters of life, creating new waves of abundance for you and others to enjoy. This new wave of abundance is for others, is for you first and foremost, and others to enjoy, but others that enjoy you enjoying yourself, not manipulate you. You're ancient. You have an ancient heart. You know the consequences people can experience for fucking with you. But you end up taking the reins of those consequences. It's time to stop doing that. Temptation. No, ma'am. I'm glad to see you here on some real shit, because I talk to her source. What's the message? Dolphins. You go from a whale to a dolphin. There's a father figure helping you, though. The one that's not no longer here in this realm, that's assisting you, little mama. For real, for real. You got the dolphin, but you're not trusting the messages that's coming in. It literally fell onto the deck. I saw it. I saw the dolphin, but it's in reverse. This means you have an ability to connect to other people's thoughts. But if you're letting other people manipulate you, you're not going to connect to this power. You're not going to connect to your truth. And therefore, your throat chakra is going to be blocked. Certain octaves that you know you can hit, you're not going to hit because of this. Oh, this month of February is about to be lit. If y'all get personal energy updates, this is like a fucking personal reading. I'm not even gonna hold you. You're being guided to be like a child, little mama. And instances where you actually take on that guidance of being like a child, you're being seen as someone who's childish or emotional, or the same way the energy just flipped right now with the amount of people that's still here. When you step into your actual self, there's a lot of people that you have around you that don't actually support you, but you support them. But when it's time to support you, they're fucking non-existent. Be playful, spontaneous, enthusiastic, and carefree. Find what excites you. Make your mark in the world. We are here to experience and expand and create what we desire. What you desire, and that's coming from your heart chakra. So if you are going through a heartbreak, what you desire is going to literally pull away from you. Some people see it as a joke. Some people around you, little mama, see that shit as a joke. Show me this energy. I'm telling you, they see this shit as a joke. They know the life you lived. They know the life you have a potential to live based on the life you've lived. Make sure you keep a glass of water at your bedside. A clear glass of water at your bedside. I don't care who you with. Keep a clear glass of water at your bedside. If you can place it under your bed, even better. Yeah, even better. It's going to bring new love into your life. Message for Loma. And that King of Wands fell upright on the ground. So you're going to have a tower moment come this full moon in Gemini. Full moon in Gemini, that's during Sag season. So there's something that occurred during the season of Sagittarius, November to the end of December, the end of November to the end of December, that showed you what you had to move on from. Let's see here. You got the King of Wands that's here, trusting your willpower. Yeah, you had to walk away from anything that was imbalanced when it came to you connected to your willpower. Trusting your instincts. That means manipulation. That means manipulation. What's the two of Pentacles in reverse? What's the Two of Pentacles in reverse? What's the Two of Pentacles in reverse? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been holding back for a reason. You didn't know why, but I'm telling you now. Something. Then you got the fucking Two of Pentacles in reverse again in a whole nother deck. It's time to put an end to whatever this is that's keeping you out of balance with yourself. When it comes to life lessons that you've learned. I'm an omnipresent being. My name is Al-Ba for a reason. And I'm saying that to little mama for a reason. I know you know why. I'm here for the divine feminine. And also for the divine feminine within the divine masculine. But I'm here for the divine feminine as a spiritual warrior. Look up the definition of Al and Ba separately, and you know the type of channel you tuned into right now. Some of you pray so fucking hard, which is why you're here right now. It's not for the faint of heart. If I was a little softer right now, I'll be tearing up. You'll see tears coming down my eyes, but my eyes are teary-eyed right now on some real shit. So, little mama, it's time to end whatever this confusion is. You got too much to offer. You're offering it to the wrong spectrums of life. King of Cups, it's time to move on from the past. You got the King of Cups, the Chariot, and the Six of Cups, which means moving on from the past. And doing so means you step into this power or mastery of your own emotions. Come on, for the Two of Pentacles to come out here the same way, and then the Four of Pentacles, it's like clutching your pearls. It's like constant moments of, oh my God, it's time to release yourself from all these moments of, oh my God. Because what you're telling yourself is, as I'm holding my arm and I put it to my nose, it says the cord is short for a reason. The cord is short for a reason when I do these lives, but the shit get longer and I can put it to my fucking nose. But anyway, if you know, you know. You clutch your pearls for a reason. You be like, oh my God, because guess what? You disrespect who you truly are within yourself. Every time you say, oh my God, that's a sign and signal of you telling yourself to the God within you, I'm sorry, I fucked up, I'm not going to do it again. Ace of Cups came in and out the deck. Unconditional loving, where you at? I wish a motherfucker would come for me though. I'm not going to wish that because I'm too much of a warrior to wish something like that. And I know how I roll when it comes to the spiritual realm. When I sleep, I don't go to sleep. I go into my actual life. Say less, little mama. You know what you got to do. This ain't nothing new. This is nothing new. You got the Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands with the Queen of Wands. See, when you step into your purpose, you're going to be aligned with who you're supposed to be aligned with. And it's coming through these, yeah, that Five of Pentacles fell on the ground because it was supposed to. So, you have here the Seven of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. There's a divine union on your way. You have a lot to offer. This is like the 80-20 rule or 90-10, however you want to put it. This masculine comes with logic that is willing to align with the feminine that has all of the intuition. That's not where you was at before. You was in a phase of someone who was an intellect, but wasn't wise. It's different from an intellect and someone who's wise. Big difference. See, when you realize the energy of the wisdom, you can see how fake the big dick energy of the intellect version of that person is. I said this is Oya season. It is February. And she sits in my first house. Don't fuck around. Whatever the fuck you thought you was building, I will say less. Say less. Four of Wands, it's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. I look at it as an energy, not so much so as an entity, because I know I carry that frequency within me. We are all reincarnations of these energies that we read about, but there's a part of those energies that we have within us that hasn't been written about. That's where the fuck I come from. So you good, little mama. It's time for you to make those changes. It's time for you to make those changes now. You got this card in reverse twice. Y'all didn't hear that last live if he was here a couple lives ago where the thunder was rolling. That wasn't no fucking... I don't believe in coincidence. I knew my season was coming up. So, little mama, do what you're supposed to do. You know what you're supposed to do. The only thing with you is, as a siren, one who has a voice, you can see yourself. Look at that. That was no other than Oya herself. You can see yourself. You can see yourself, little mama. Get by a lake, get by some water, and meditate and sing by the water. Watch how everything shifts. When y'all see me dancing on grass and all this, hey, it's enjoyment. Yeah, I enjoy what I do. I love dancing. That's always been a part of me. Always. That's a gift from my ancestors that dwell within me. I am my ancestors. We all are. So, little mama, you're going through a test with those who are actually wanting to control this planet through domination. An alpha draconian. I ain't the one to fuck with. And I'm playful with the energy too, so I'm really not the one to fuck with. And I'm speaking like this with little mama for a reason, because I know what the fuck I know. Little mama, you straight. It's time for you to make these. It's time for you to take action on decisions you've been making now, in this month, now. Just email me, little mama. Email me. Reptilians. Look at this. Look at this motherfucker here. Mystery. Reading between the lines of this fuckery that's here. Exactly my point. My thing is, as a Lyran, they yeah, I've been through that battle with them. I know what that battle is like with them. I've seen it through my own regressions, through my dream state. That's what a Pluto and Scorpio has an ability to do. So if you were Pluto and Scorpio, don't disregard what you see in your dream state. You got a lot of Pluto and Sagittarius that want to flow that way. That's a dangerous road you take in there, preppy. My Mars and Aries is kicking in too strong right now. My bad. Listen, I'm very overprotective over the spiritual realm that's here on this planet. It's always been. Every plane that's passing through here sounds quite close. So, mama, because you have a voice of La Sirene. You have a voice of a siren, of a mermaid. But you have to be able to see your reflection. If you don't see your reflection, this is when people can take advantage of you. You got to see. Water can heal you, bathe you. It can also drown you. You've been healing and bathing too many people now. I'm going to say you've been healing and bathing the people that give the effect of those who actually tolerate you, not celebrate you. Notice I ain't say right or wrong. Cougar, there's someone younger on your path. You're being guided to be attentive towards your universal nudges in life. Make your decision, take a risk, and step outside your comfort zone. So, stepping outside your comfort zone, you can go to Cafe Astrology or Astro Seek to look up your natal chart. You're gonna need your time of birth, and it'll help you to see everything that you must see as far as like your comfort zone, which will be your south node. If you change your approach connecting to the north node, you change your direction. Each inspired action taken will deliver you to your heart's desires. The season is now, the time is now. Okay, little mama? So email me. It's in my bio for you to email me. Just make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. Because the way my energy is set up, if you ain't doing what you're supposed to, and you're still going back to the past, the rap gonna come out on everybody's ass. That's just how I'm set up. I got unconditional love, but I also got unconditional warrior energy. This is why I disconnect from people the way I do. Because I know most people are not about that life. It's okay. I ain't mad at you. I just know you're not about that life. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your choice. And that's a message for some of y'all in here too. It's not, don't feel no way when people can't see what you got to say. That's your test to see if you won't be able to move on and step into your power. Shit real simple. Don't complicate it. It's very easy to complicate it. This whole entire paradigm is built off of complications and complexity. Why? Because of competition, because of money. Let me tell you something. When it comes to money and that heart, if your heart is going through complications, God forbid, Most High forbid it. There's a hefty price you have to pay for that on top of waiting for it. Don't that sound similar to the energy you give into situations, and within that energy of you giving your life into situations, what you should do and who you should give your energy to as far as the universe is concerned? This is the face of a North Node in Pisces and a Sun in Sag. If it was a face. Shit's crazy. It's literally crazy. So, you know what you got to do? It's long overdue. You're about a year in from what you have to do, little mama. That's where I'm at with it. If I give you exact time frames, it's time for you to wake up. There's a reason why you came back here. Yeah, I got the answer for you. When you're ready for the answer, I'm going to deliver it to you. I can give you a general, but when I know you ready, Hey, hey, look. The Hierophant and the Nine of Swords was here, closing out a cycle so you can reconnect with self. With the Queen of Swords, I've seen all this feedback and the growth that you've had through confrontation. From the Five of Cups to sorrow, pains, and regrets. Listen. No. I don't want any of y'all in here to be going through a situation that you feel like you fucking can't get out of. You getting the fuck up on out of that with me. Unless I trigger you in a way that you're not prepared to change, I highly suggest you leave. I'm going to always remind people of that. If I trigger you to a point where you're not prepared to change, I'm not the person for you. But you're more than welcome to come back here when you're ready. I notice the people that are coming back into my life now are the people that actually helped me at specific pivot points in my life when there was nobody else, not even fucking family, to help me through situations. And those are the same people that are coming back. Less than a handful. Beep of the car. I've been looking at my chart. Yes. Email me. Because I notice as far as like the viewers that I have on this channel, it's a lot of women. It's a lot of women. Because it's time for you to surrender to your soul's path. And for a lot of you, you're already on your soul's path, but there's something you're procrastinating about because that's the other card that came out. But this soul's path here is connected to a sun that you have. There's something about your sun's chart that you're going to want to study as far as you surrendering to your soul's path if you have a sun. Specifically, if your firstborn was a son. Not if you have a son. If your firstborn was a son, look into their natal chart. It has something to do with your soul's path as well. You're going to help yourself and them to surrender the habit of people pleasing. But in general, because that just came out that way. Here we go. Collective, you're so welcome, little mama. Again, it's an honor to see you, a blessing to see you. All of y'all email me. I mean, if it's like a personal reading, of course, that's something, different. But just email me. If it has to be a personal reading, I'll let you know that's a personal reading thing. Surrender denial, we have here. Accept people and situations exactly as they are. My son and I both have Saturn and Pisces. Accept people and situations exactly as they are. Make sure you turn on that notification bell. All of y'all. But Jovi, turn on the notification. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. Collective, here's your message, baby. Your sun is in Libra. Surrender to prayer as it will help you to surrender the stress. Okay? So some of you are going to be placed in this position of wanting to pray more, put out these petitions and connecting to the universe more than ever, because this is exactly what's going to help you to surrender the stress, okay? And the unhealthy relationships in your life. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. Let's see what else you got, beloved. Let me see what this stress is talking about. It's an unhealthy relationship, but let's get some more clarity here for the collective. I appreciate you all whenever you tune in. It is late though. After this, even if you don't get to take a bath, get a cup of Epsom salt and some warm water and pour it over your body just so you can cleanse yourself, okay? Surrender stress. What's this situation? You know what you're stressed about. We don't need to look into that. I'm not here for that shit. I'm really not. I'm not sorry. I'm just letting you know I'm not here for it. Surrender to prayer. This is what's going to bring you liberation out of this stressful moment. Let's go. Show me this energy. Surrender to prayer when it comes to your life purpose. So for some of you, you have a north node and whatever. When you pray, this is a petition. Prayer means a petition that you and the universe are having a conversation. So you can literally say, you look at your north node and you say, okay, universe, infinite creator of all, align me with my purpose in the sign of boom, boom, boom. Now, the sign that you have your north node in doesn't mean that that's the constellation that is connected to. So you can do a little further research as far as where it is that constellation, where that sign is being held as far as the constellation when it comes to your north node. Because there's certain videos where people were posting, how you're saying that the moon is in this and then there's this in the sky. It's different. It's two different things you're talking about. Okay, you got constellations and you actually got the zodiacs. So you have the Five of Pentacles here coming up after the Queen of Wands. So something about taking action when it comes to your life purpose here. You've been staring at it for so long. For the last 5 years, I'm hearing for some of you. You've been staring at your life purpose for the last 5 years. Surrender to prayer, as prayer will giving yourself over to prayer completely. As when you pray from the heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Don't complicate it, because it literally happens that way. Yeah. And so for some of you, the answer and support is an ending. Okay. Just keep that in mind. For you to align with your purpose, there's an ending that is connected to the feeling of lack. Okay. You've been on this journey long enough. Yeah, and it's keeping you out of your abundance, the King of Pentacles, which is someone who's willing to give, but constantly giving to things where it's actually being wasted. It's like you're giving and people were taking it and pouring the shit right back out. Some of you have children with people, you know what I'm saying? But those children were supposed to be here to assist you. They're not your employees. That's not what I'm saying. They're here to assist you in the way of you seeing what is within you, and the passions that they have has a lot to do with the reflection of you. They're not you. They're themselves. But they're an evolution of self. We got I'm telling you. We got the world. We have the Wheel of Fortune with the Emperor. This is an evolution of self. And that's the I am that I am. Stepping into the God frequency of who you are. The Queen of Wands and the Emperor are both Aries energy. The I am that I am. The I am that I am is connected to whatever it is that you're ending and allowing the divine to step in, because these are major arcanas. These 3 are major arcanas. This is you. You have to get out of this impoverished mindset in order for you to end this cycle that you're constantly on of feeling like the wheel is not turning in your favor when it has constantly been turning in your favor and guiding you towards who you are. But you have been going against universal law, or the Hermetic laws. 7 laws, 7 chakras. You got way more than that, but that's a basic starting phase as far as like the 7 chakras and the 7 cosmic laws. Connect to those. For some of you, the main one is where things are able to rise and fall and rise. See, there are things that have risen for you that have fallen, and you feel like that's it. And I'm speaking of you. Not things outside of you. Those things outside of you are minor arcanas. Those are just the things to inspire you and influence you to make these changes. Literally changes, because you have here, you got Pluto and you got Mars, and these are similar energies with Jupiter in the center of it all. Life lessons, integrating your life lessons so you can step into who you fully are. What's that? 2 of Cups in reverse. Why is that? There's something you got to walk away from that's actually not unconditional love. It doesn't reflect the healing you've done with yourself. I hid that for a reason. Because it's blocking you from your gut instinct, whatever this is. There's a lot of healing you've been doing in the root chakra that you constantly keep walking back to, actually. The way this is showing up. Why the 2 of Cups in reverse? Why the 2 of Cups in reverse? You're disregarding your own intuition. Simple. Which means you have a lack of faith. You're hoping and hoping and hoping and hoping and hoping. You don't trust the universe if you're hoping. If you have faith, you know it's happening. And this is the season of knowing. And I will leave your message there, beloved. I love you. I will see you mañana.